My stepfather financed his son's boat in my name. My mortgage officer opened the application. I am Nora, a 30-year-old stained glass restorer in a small lake town. My mother married Rick when I was 16, and he already had a son named Dylan. Rick called Dylan adventurous and called me cautious, usually when he wanted money from me. For years, I helped with groceries, insurance forms, and repairs at their marina office. I stopped after Rick expected me to cover another one of Dylan's abandoned business ideas. Last winter, Dylan decided he could earn a fortune running private fishing trips. He found a used cabin boat and asked me to guarantee the loan. I refused because I was saving for a small house with space for my workshop. Rick laughed across the dinner table. "You restore old windows," he said. "Dylan is building something real." I told him real businesses could qualify for their own financing. After that, nobody mentioned the boat to me again. By spring, Dylan was posting photographs from the harbor beside a blue boat named Lucky Break. My mother said Rick had found a private lender and told me not to be bitter. I was relieved they had solved it without me. 3 months later, my mortgage officer Salma called while I was fitting glass into a church window. She asked why I had not disclosed a marine loan with 2 missed payments. I thought she had confused my file with someone else's. Then she read the balance, the boat model, and the date from Dylan's first photograph. The loan was in my full name. My address was listed as my mother's house, and the contact email belonged to Rick's Marina. The application even claimed I managed fishing charters. Salma paused my mortgage and gave me the lender's fraud number. The credit union sent me a copy of the original application that afternoon. Someone had uploaded an old scan of my driver's license from the Marina tax folder. The signature looked like mine from a distance, but the middle letters leaned the wrong way. I called Rick before filing anything. He did not deny it. He said Dylan only needed time to establish the business, and everyone would benefit later. Then he asked me to sign a new guarantee, so the paperwork would become accurate. I told him I would only give the lender truthful answers. Rick said freezing the account would destroy Dylan's season and embarrass my mother. I replied that neither problem belonged on my credit report. The investigator, Owen, compared my identification, employment records, and real signature with the boat file. He also traced the verification call to a prepaid number purchased near Rick's Marina. The boat dealer still had security footage of Rick and Dylan collecting the keys together. Neither of them had expected anyone to keep it. Within 2 weeks, the credit union removed the loan from my report and restored my mortgage review. It also demanded that Rick and Dylan refinance the boat under their own names. They could not qualify. My mother called me crying after the credit union arranged to recover its collateral. She said Dylan had already booked customers and would lose every deposit. I offered to help her organize the refund list, but I would not assume the debt. She called that cold. At the next family dinner, Rick announced that I had taken Dylan's livelihood. I placed the lender's letter beside his plate and said the debt had never been mine. Dylan read the first page, pushed it toward Rick, and left without finishing dinner. Nobody asked me to explain again. Salma reopened my mortgage file after the corrected report arrived. I closed on the house 6 weeks later and converted the back room into a bright workshop. My mother sent a plant but did not attend the small housewarming. Rick sent nothing. The boat left their driveway before the moving boxes reached mine. I never asked where it went.